Yo, what the hell is going on in the NBA? What the hell is going on in the NBA? I was just here chilling, just had my little workout, and I'm scrolling on my Twitter, and I see Kristaps Porzingas of the Knicks is unhappy about the team's future and would like to be traded. What? Okay, granted, the Knicks suck, but as a New Yorker and a basketball vet, basically, somebody who knows the game, I would think that it was by design. The Knicks were going to suck this year. They have a ton of cap space. They have potential to get the first pick, who could be Zion Williamson or R.J. Barrett from Duke. And Kevin Knox is a great piece. He looks like he has some potential, and maybe they're going to work something out where they'll actually get a good team together. Also, on top of that, I'm hearing rumors Kevin Durant would consider the Knicks. Anthony Davis would consider the Knicks if even for a year. It's time New York had a player that would sell out the Garden. So when it comes to Kristaps Porzingas, he's a generational talent. He's a 7'3" shooter, athletic beast. We seen the putback dunks. We seen him dunk on people. We seen the pull-up threes. We seen the ball handling skills. He is a potentially a Kevin Durant, but 5 inches taller and white. So, granted, he tore his ACL, but the way modern technology is, and he hasn't played a game yet this season, is a lot of potential for him to come back and still be the player who he once was. It's going to take time, but he's still young. You get injured and then you recover, and he was going to. I feel like he'll be back to form in a year. So I think he's only 22 years old. So why on earth would the Knicks trade him? I don't understand. Why on earth would the Knicks trade this guy who you are supposed to build a franchise around? This is supposed to be your centerpiece. This is supposed to be the guy that for years to come, they're coming to New York to play with Porzingis. Period. You get him a good point guard who knows how to distribute. You get a shooter or two around him, somebody else to grab rebounds because he's not really a rebounding guy. He's a perimeter guy, more like a Dirk Nowitzki, just a little bit more athletic. And then you can have yourself a nice, decent team. So I'm looking, and on the Twitters, it says, well, Facebook, it said they traded him for Dennis Smith Jr., who they could have drafted a couple of years before, but they wound up picking up Frank Ntilikina. Wesley Matthews, who's a serviceable defender, two guard who's been there forever. And they also got DeAndre Jordan, who just signed with Dallas in exchange for Tim Hardaway Jr. and Courtney Lee. That's wild. DeAndre is a good player. I mean, we see the dunks, we see the shot blocking, we know what he's capable of, but in today's NBA, his game is limited. That's just the way the game is nowadays. It's okay to be a big man, but he's not exactly a big man who can score on the post. He doesn't have a perimeter shot. His free throws has improved, but he's not exactly somebody who's dependable. More times than not, they take him out the game at the end. Not really a piece. If you had DeAndre Jordan and Kristaps Porzingas now, you're working with something, but they got rid of one for the other. I do not understand. The Knicks are always going to nick. Knicks going to nick. Joe Budden said that, tweeted that so many years ago. I never forgot it because whatever that means, it just means the Knicks are doing the opposite of what is making this team be better. The Knicks, I just seen on Twitter that the Knicks have not had more than 40 wins in the season. Well, they only had 40 wins in the season twice since 2001. We're in 2019. They're not even going to win close to 40 games this year. They might win 20. And now you lose a centerpiece who you're supposed to build around for the future for a couple of role players. I don't know, man. I feel bad being a New Yorker. That's why I wear the Celtics hat with a lot of pride, because just like my cousin gonna say to me, "Oh, Kyrie gonna leave, and all that Celtics talk gonna be quiet." First of all, Kyrie's not going anywhere. I addressed that on my last blog. Second of all, even if he did, I have so much trust in our general management and Danny Ainge that we will always do what's best for the team. We're not going to take a step backwards. Kyrie is a generational player. You can't really replace him, but we'll do all right. We still have Terry Rozier, and we will be fine. We always have been fine, so I'm not really worried about that. So I'm always going to be a Celtics fan, whatever. And I want to correct something I said in my last blog. I was actually a Celtics fan 2 years before they won the championship in 2008. So I think I go back to like 2006, something like that. But yeah, I definitely go back there because I remember when we was building before we even grabbed Pierce and Ray Allen. I mean, before we grabbed KG and Ray Allen, I was a big fan of that team. I was always a Rondo fan before that too. So just wanted to correct something I said. So yeah, the Knicks are nicking. Y'all got DeAndre Jordan. Y'all lost a guy who was going to lead this franchise. He's somebody. He's box office, man. Like, this is New York. This is Madison Square Garden. Like, somebody was just saying, man, you need somebody to fill up them seats, man. You need something that's like, somebody that's making it worthwhile to pay $2,000 for those sideline tickets. You know what I'm saying? $20,000 in the playoffs if it ever gets to that point. You don't have nobody in there. Like, you better hope and pray you get a Zion Williamson, because Zion Williamson is box office. He's worth the price of admission. You see that right now in Duke, his highlight dunks and everything, what have you. But you don't lose Porzingas. We're just gonna see how it goes. It's already a crazy. The drama is crazy right now in the NBA. The Anthony Davis news is crazy. I just seen that he'll play with a team for a year, and when his contract is up, he want to become a Laker. So whatever, fuck him. Go to the Lakers. Do whatever's good for your life. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. But hey, that's all I really gotta say. Thank y'all. Hit the like and subscribe, and you know what I mean? That's just what it is. I'm gonna have a full blog maybe early next week, no later than Tuesday. And like and subscribe, and peace. Later.